work things. I don't. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining the conference. Today is Kolkata conference for Atlassian community, and we are very happy to have a lot of people early in the morning in these chilly winters from all over the globe, I'll say, because after some time, few speakers from Poland would be joining as well. So I'm pretty much happy to see all those happy faces, but I would have been more happy if I see more cameras, because I mean, right now we see a lot of names. So those texts doesn't look good to me. I believe more in visuals actually. So yeah. So I think it's only me and Tamanna who has put their camera on, and else no one else. So I would request, if possible, you can put your camera on. If not, it's okay. It's your call. So I'll just quickly share my screen and give a small introduction, and then I hand it over to the next phase of the session. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, it's visible.
So this is the Atlassian community page for Chapter Kolkata, and I'm pretty delighted to say we have got 198 members, just 2 left to reach 200. And this spike in the growth is really very overwhelming. We are planning and aiming to have more number of people. So I just wanted to see this in K figures. Like today it is 198, but later on I want it to be 198K or 200K. So I think when you talk about community, the spread of the mouth, I mean, the word of the mouth spreads a lot. I would request all of you to invite and include your friends and colleagues who wanted to be part of this community, wanted to know about the Atlassian platform, the tool sets. They would be very much welcomed here. So about today's event, today is Kolkata Atlassian Community Conference. We have got 96 RSVPs, but still we have got more number of people to join. I'm expecting more. And we have got speakers for today. Tamanna, the community manager of APAC. We have got Pramod, the DevOps tools, DevSecOps consultant. We have got Katrina. We have got Soprada. It's difficult to pronounce, but yeah, and that's what he does it, Soprada. So they would be telling about ITSM, and the ITSM. I'm pretty much sure, like most of you are the students, you won't be knowing what is ITSM, but yeah, so they would be telling about ITSM and basic Jira. Pramod would be telling about how to do certifications for Atlassian tools, and Tamanna would be telling about the Atlassian community, how the community is, what is the global presence, how we operate, how we do things, how we give swags, and all about the community. Like it's A to Z, anything under the universe about this Atlassian community. She is the only one person from APAC who helps and guides us to drive these events for all the GOs. And I'm the moderator for the day. So we start off with the session from Tamanna, like introduction to Atlassian community and Atlassian ecosystem. So Tamanna, it's over to you. I'm just stopping my share. I hand it over to you.
Can you give me screen sharing? Hi, so my screen sharing is still not enabled. Okay. Yeah, now I have. Let me check 1 minute before I start. Let me check if I can. Yeah, it's like I can't make you co-host, so it's going to be a little tricky because there are people who are joining in the waiting room. So is it possible that we can remove the waiting room, someone now? I think I can enable की जगह disable कर देते हैं.
I will include them whenever they're waiting. So I can do that, I think, whenever you're giving a presentation. So I would be doing that, not a problem. Yeah.
Cool. So let's get started. I hope you can see my presentation screen.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, Tamanna.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Do you see two slides or one?
We see
Two
two.
slides.
Two?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Give me a second, guys. I think then I'll have to stay in this mode and deliver it. I hope this is visible to everyone, right? Let me click this.
Yes, ma'am.
It's pretty much visible and readable, Tamanna. So it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So today's topic is basically introduction to Atlassian community, because we know a lot of you are new to Atlassian community. Someone just started it a few months back in Kolkata, but some might be old timers, but there would be something that you learn today, and I hope it'll be helpful for you to start your Atlassian community journey as well as Atlassian journey. So we'll talk a little bit about Atlassian and then go on to talk about Atlassian community today. I am Tamanna. I am Atlassian community manager for Asia Pacific. My role is to support all the community leaders in this region. And we have over 130 plus leaders in this region. So let's go forward and talk about what is Atlassian. So Atlassian is a teamwork software. It has softwares for work management, IT service management, agile and DevOps. Then just a second, guys, sorry. So if you see all the teams, teamwork is necessary to achieve everything in this world, from medicine to space travel, disaster response, pizza deliveries. There's a huge amount of teamwork involved in all those activities. And talking about Atlassian, we have over 7,000. Now I think we've crossed that. We might be at 8,000 plus Atlassians at the moment. We have employees in 13 plus countries, 2 lakh plus customers. And we also have a 1% pledge program, which is like all of our earnings, 1% of our earnings, employee time goes to the donations. We have a lot of marketplace apps. So Atlassian has their own software, but there are also bridging apps that helps and supports our ecosystem of tools. So we have a lot of marketplace apps. We have 4 million plus community members, people like you who support us whenever we are doing event or on our online forum. Then talking about when did Atlassian start? So it is a company co-founded by Mike and Scott, and they had this idea when they were just like 18 and they had this credit card. So 1998 was when this idea came to them. 2002 was when Jira 1.0 was launched. And since then, we've seen a lot of products and offerings. There were some acquisitions as well. So now if you see in 2018, we launched our Bangalore office. That's how we started hiring in Bangalore. And in 2020, just before COVID, I joined in 20. Sorry, are you able to hear me? I see my network was unstable for a bit.
Now
Yes,
we can.
Tamanna, you were sounding robotic.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'm so sorry. I just thought that my network was a little unstable. Apologies. I was talking about Atlassian's history. So we in 2002 with Jira 1.0. Now we have a lot of product offerings and we've completed 20 years this year. We also have an office in Bangalore now. This is our product portfolio. I'd like to know like how many people know how many products Atlassian had before seeing this slide basically. So just write your number of products that you knew Atlassian owns. So that'll be interesting to understand like which all products you already knew about. So this is our product portfolio. We have tools for planning, tracking, and support. We have tools for collaboration, such as Confluence, Trello. We also have tools for coding, building, and shipping. So, which is with Bucket, Compass, Bamboo, and all these. There's also tools for identity and security, which is Access and Crowd. Is are you all writing in the chat like how many products you knew about before joining today? It'll be interesting to know, guys. Put something in comments. Okay. Now moving on to the next one is where we talk about Atlassian community. What is community? And very early on, you saw we launched our company in 2002, but by 2008, there were organically people joining community events. So there was one person who said, let's do a user group event, right? Early in 2008. So when founders saw, people are coming together, talking about products, talking about what feature improvement they need. So they saw this as a good opportunity to start a program. So we officially started working on a program and it is called Atlassian Community Leader Program. And Soman is part of the program. We have a lot of community members who are working towards it. There are leaders who are working towards it, and it's a full-fledged program. And anyone can join, any non-Atlassian can join it. These are not Atlassians who are joining the community, but non-Atlassians who are there to, who might be passionate about the product and services. Now, who we are. So Atlassian community is a global network of people. It is made of people, by the people. They have a shared mission to build relationship and expand the knowledge of Atlassian products. So this is our core mission. And who are community leaders? Community leaders are non-Atlassians. I am not a community leader. Any Atlassian is not a community leader, but people like you who are joining the call today, people like someone who are leading this movement and, investing in and shaping its future. So community leaders are the people who are passionate about the products. They are expert in their own ways. So they are the ones who take this march forward and share their knowledge with all the other community members. And as Stephanie says, community leaders are an extension of Atlassian team. They are not Atlassians, but we are like a family. We work with them very closely. And they're part of our family. So at the moment, globally, we have 400 plus active community leaders from US, EMEA to APAC. And so can you make a guess how many people might be active in APAC? Let me read the chats. Any guesses of how many leaders? Right, Abhirup is very close. Yep. So let's, Abhinav, Harshvardhan is also pretty close. Great. So we have around 130 leaders in APAC. So great guesses there, guys. We are very, very active in all the parts of the globe. Now let me show you a quick picture of. And these are some of the platforms where community members and community leaders are very active. The online forum, which is community.atlassian.com, is where you can ask questions, get answers, contribute. Events platform through which you are joining today. So it is ace.atlassian.com. Kolkata chapter is also linked here. So if you, in case you've not joined the chapter, I'd say join it today so that, we know you are keen to learn more about Atlassian community, and you can also get notified about future events. So these are our two main platforms where we work out of. This is the events platform on the left-hand side, where you see people are joining virtually like today. And on the right-hand side, there's the online forum where people ask questions related to Atlassian tools, or they can share anything which is informal, off-topic, things like that. So this is our global distribution of Atlassian community chapters across various countries. So if you see, US is the most populated in terms of number of chapters they have. Then second is India. We have almost every big city in India has a chapter. So we are proud of that. And we also, someone recently started this chapter. So we are going so strong here in Kolkata, which is great. So that is our global presence in terms of chapters. In APAC alone, these were the events that were hosted in 2022. So 220 events so far from January to December were hosted in APAC. Now, can you make a guess how many events might be hosted globally, like an approximate? Write it in the chat, like what is the number that you think there might be for all the global chapters that we have? 1,500, great. 700, awesome. Okay, so many of you are very close to the estimate. So let me give it out. We host around roughly 800 to 900 events every year. And they are big and small. There's something like conferences. There could be small 1-hour sessions where it's just one person delivering the session. So it's a mix of speakers, mix of attendees. And we host around 800 to 900 events every year. And it's been for like last couple of years, that's the number. This year, we are projecting that it might go up. So let's see. Now, how do we decide like which event topic, works well? So it is entirely driven by the community members. After every event, there is a feedback form that goes out, and community members can write their feedback, how they, felt about the session, what type of session do they need in future. So they can share those things with us. And based on that feedback, we deliver our next event. So it can be around Atlassian products or demos of the products. It could be around marketplace applications, work management, product or project management, agile or Scrum. So any topic you can choose from, and we make sure that we get a speaker in that domain and deliver the session. This is how our events look like. I think some of the pictures are from the Kolkata events, some are from global events. So this is how in-person as well as online events look like. We continue to be doing both the types of events, virtually and in person. Sometimes due to venue unavailability, we have to move virtual, or, when there was COVID, we entirely moved everything to virtual events. These events are open for all. But make sure that whenever you're joining, you see the content if it is suitable to you, and then go and join so that only the relevant people get a chance to go to the event and block a seat. So now you might be thinking, where do I start? Okay, this is all good, but where do I start? Any questions you have so far, you can write in the chat. I'll take it up. Or you can ask me later. Do you have any questions till now? Anyone? Okay, yeah, Shikha, please ask. No question? Shikha, you can unmute and ask if you have a question. Okay, maybe you can write it and then we'll take it. Why this is important for us. So if you're a student, I would say this is just another session or another information that you can get on a company who's delivering products in the work management space, ITSM space. So you can learn more about what Atlassian does and how all this is happening behind the scene via the community. So you can gain some information. So you can gain some information on how companies work and how communities are run. So I think this will be helpful for you to see if, the products and tools that Atlassian has, will those be helpful in the future? and so on. So stay with us and see if this would be helpful for you to, start your journey on the community side. So Atlassian community, how you can get started on the community is basically you have this URL, atlassian.com/community. You can go and explore it more, but let me give you some starting points. So let's say you are new, you're a member, or you're a rising star, or you're a community leader. So this is how the journey starts of you from being a new person to becoming a community leader. There are few steps involved. So if you are new, I would say you can join the community events, like something like this. These are generally 1 hour session. Today is a little different, where you are seeing a conference style, but generally these are 1 hour sessions. You can join. Mostly in APAC, I've seen happening on a weekend. So you can always take out some time from your studies or your work, and you can join these sessions and learn something new. You can join any online community groups, and you can engage there. You can start earning badges. So these badges are added to your profile. So over the time, you can earn a lot of badges. And if you are working in this domain in the future, these contribution might help you to, get better grasp of these products. If you're a member, what you need to do, if you're already signed into the community, if you attended your first event, I would suggest network with other people online, in person. Whenever you're attending these events, make sure that you make some connections, make sure you ask the right questions, you engage with the community members, leaders, and, learn more about the Atlassian products. Again, you can earn a huge number of badges. There's also a kudos program that you can join on the online side. If you are a rising star, which means that you've already contributed to some extent and you've started answering questions on the online forum, then you are a rising star. You can share, you can write your articles, you can write your discussions. Let's say you are a student, right? So you are joining today. The questions that you have in your mind, like, where do I get started? I want to be in, product management field in the coming few years, or I want to be a software engineer. Where do I get started? So ask these type of questions on the online forum, and there would be someone who will be guiding you. There might be some insights that you might get from asking those questions, and together we can learn and grow and, build a stronger network of supporters alongside. Once you've completed all these steps, there's another journey that is ahead of you, is being a community leader, which means that you get additional recognition and perks and glory, which is like as part of the program you get a chance to give back to community, like delivering this session, bringing all the speakers together, and the speakers are coming to share their knowledge with you. So there's an opportunity to give back to the community. You can keep learning and keep growing. So that is how, those are the benefits of being a community leader. Now, if you might be like, what type of content do I write? So for those, you should ask this question, like, who you are writing for. So in that, how do you get started is basically go to community.atlassian.com, choose an interest group or other group. So there are 3 categories. One is product, interests, and groups you see on the top. And you can engage in any of these. There is announcements and off topic. You can join these. You can join Welcome Center, Jobs and Careers, Diversity and Inclusion, whatever theme that is close to your heart, you can join those. You can click on any of these, and you can, from the drop down, you can choose something. And you can see in your activity flow, like what's happening in the community feed, what's happening, and how you can contribute. Now, talking about what type of content you can write is, you have to choose where you are writing the content, whether it is on the group side, whether it is under the product. So you can select your select the place where you want to write the article. Then match what type, choose the correct tone, like whether it is, excited about it, whether you're facing a problem, choose the tone of the content wisely. Then engage with users, put a lot of pictures or GIFs, screenshots. If you're writing a big long form article, that will engage the readers more. So this is one example of off-topic example. So let's say you're working out of office, or you just started going back to office. So this is something you can talk about. So this is from Ashley, who's working on our team. She writes about that, I wanted to go back to office, but now I'm not so sure. So she has the relatable title. She knows what she's going to talk about. She's put a picture. So you can have those type of things when you're writing your article on community or contributing there. Or you can talk about something which is technical. So like Jimmy is writing about Atlassian Access. So he's taken up a tool, he's talking about that, and he's writing a step-by-step process of that. So make sure whenever you're writing a technical, it is very clear. There is all the locations, there are links, there are some visuals. If you're talking about a product, put some screenshot of the product, so to engage the user more. Now, how do you think about like what content ideas, or where do I get started on the content? So these are some of the tips where you can what type of article you can write. It could be a beginner, like I'm getting started with Jira, or I'm getting started with Trello. So where it could be a beginner type of an article, or it can be a deep dive. It could be a use case where you're showing that, I'm working in product management. This is my use case. And it can show how product managers can use a tool like Jira or a tool like Confluence. You can talk about a solved problem. Let's say you were working on a project, and with the help of this tool or with the help of this strategy, you were able to solve a problem. So you can write something like a case study. You can be very off topic, like how Ashley's post was. You can talk about how you're working with the tools, how you're working with the new post-COVID environment. So you can talk about anything and everything. But this is something where you can bucket your content ideas into. With that, I would say, like, if I know you will have a lot of questions, let me pick some of the questions here. But in future also, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me at tgodara@atlassian.com. And if you're keen to apply for a leader position, if you think you've reached from the rising star to the leader journey, if you've reached there, you can straight away apply for our leaders program, which is community.atlassian.com/leaders, or you can write to us at communitymanagers@atlassian.com. So these are some of the resources. You can maybe take a screenshot of this, and let me now take some questions. If you have not put any questions, please make sure that you, I'll stop sharing so that I can give speaker host permission to Soman. And Soman, you can take the host permission, and I'll read out some questions from the chat.
I'll do it right away, Tamanna. 1 minute. You have to do that actually. I cannot. Yeah.
Just a second. Okay, so Jyoti is asking about the website. Okay, Animesh has already linked the website. Okay, cool. Any questions you have on the Atlassian community, please feel free to write it in the chat. And if you don't have any questions, I'll give it back to Soman, so he can walk you through the next steps.
Thanks a lot, Tamanna, for giving us a brief overview, and then a very nicely presented a collated view of the Atlassian community. So the students who have joined this session for the first time, they really got an insight of what we do, how we operate, where we are present, and if someone wants to join, how and what are the steps they need to follow. And that's really very good. Thanks a lot for your time, and thanks a lot for providing us the deep insight of this complete thing. So with this, we are almost closing the first topic of the day, that is introduction to Atlassian community and Atlassian ecosystem. So I give 1 minute time to all of you. If you have any questions, you can write on the chat box. We can take it up. Else we will go and shift to the next topic, that is how to get Atlassian certified. We have Pramod along with us. He would be sharing his screen and he would be giving us the journey, the path, like how to get certified and how to get all those certifications and learn the Atlassian platform, etc. So with this, I'll make Pramod as the host so that he can share his screen and he can give us the brief overview. Till then, I think we have got another 30 minutes time. So if any questions, we can take it up. I think Harsh has asked something.
Yeah, until Pramod is setting up, I can talk about the student program. So we've not launched the student program yet, but we are behind the scene, we are working on it. Once we launch a student program, obviously Kolkata would be our first first chapter where we would be announcing it. But until then, students can still join these events. You can also recommend what type of sessions you want, because we see a lot of student attending these sessions. So write to us, tell us what type of sessions you want, whether you want more on engineering side, whether you want more on design side, so that we can internally check and get you some good speakers who can deliver topics that are of interest to you. So right after this session ends, I think tomorrow you'll get a feedback form. So write all your suggestions there, or you have my email. You write to me directly, like this is what we want our future sessions to look like, so that we can address all those and it'll be a good learning experience for all of you as well. Okay, Pramod, over to you.
So before Pramod starts, I have a guest who has been there waiting. I wanted to introduce him. He is Sunit Acharya. Thanks, Sunit, for joining in. Sunit is also from Atlassian.
Hi, Soman. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, Tamanna. Good to see you on camera. I joined a bit late, Soman, so
okay.
Apologies. So I'm in Bangalore right now, and I'll be traveling back to Kolkata today. So yeah, had to do some packing. Yeah.
Thank you, Sunit, for joining in. So with this, we will go to Pramod. Pramod, all the stage is all over to you.
Thank you, Soman. Hi, everyone. Good to see Tamanna again. We met in Team 22 event in Bangalore. So it was great meeting everyone face to face after so long. And yeah, this is the next event that I'm part of, where I get to share my thoughts or the experience that I've been through over the years from the company that I've joined. And yes, so how many are you are aspiring to join a software company and be a developer, or maybe a DevOps engineer, or if you have researched it through on various jobs that you might want to have in the future, may I know in the comments like how many have you already thought, like okay, I want to be this in this company, or maybe if I get any thoughts, it will be easy for me to share a bit of experience on those things as well. Okay. I'll be waiting till at least I get 5 or 6 responses. So Anyone?
Yeah, let's turn on your cameras and, raise your hands and say, yes,
Yes, that would be cool.
yeah.
Yes, cloud administrator or a cloud developer is also a good way to start your career. Uh, but today, what I want to let you know is whatever the role you take part in the company that you are going to join in the future, right? You want to work with the tools that will facilitate you to plan the work on a day-to-day basis that you want to do, right? So you will have a higher person guiding you on what you need to do on a day-to-day tasks. So this is how you are this is how you're going to work in a company that you're going to join, no matter it is Atlassian or maybe AWS or Microsoft or any company that you're aspiring to join, right? You take any company, in a team when you join, you'll have a project manager or a team lead that that guides you on a day-to-day basis on what tasks that you need to do. And for those things you might need a tool to facilitate those things, right? This is where Atlassian has been very helpful in doing those things. No matter what type of project you are managing, not only for the software aspect, even for the hardware things, or maybe managing the pizza delivery, as Tamanna told earlier, right? They use Atlassian products. So that is very fascinating to see how a tool can be facilitated to use any requirement that you have, right? So from start, I want to share why you want to get certified in those tools, right? Be it a user or be as the administrator, why you want to get certified, and what are the benefits that will that will be part of if you get certified as well. Hope the agenda is clear for you guys on what I will be talking. If any clarifications, let me know. Yes, even the DB administrator need to have a planning on what they need to do, right? So yes, I'll be sharing my screen now. Uh, is the screen visible? Okay, thank you. Before I join you guys with starting with the presentation, I want to introduce myself and the organization that I'm working in. So it will be a quick 2-minute introduction. Um, I joined DevTools around 3.5 years ago as a trainee engineer. That's what you would get when you join a company, right? And there I started the DevOps journey, where I get to help the lot of developers and then the operations team on how they can in turn use the tools that they use in the company. And basically the efficiency or the features that the tools that are being used by the developers should be at the maximum. If you have bought something, its ROI is calculated only by the utilization of it, right? ROI in the sense return on investment. So if you have bought a toy, um, if you just keep it aside and then don't play with it, it's just a waste of money, right? So keeping that topic aside, in development industry or in software development industry, if you have bought a software tool, the ROI is calculated based on how it is being utilized. So in that case, we ensure the fully utilization of that tool, and then I'm part of it. So uh, we are a platinum partnered company based in Bangalore. So that's about it. And regarding me, I'm an Atlassian certified expert, which means I hold more than 4 certifications, major certifications in Atlassian. And I have also got all of the pro skill badges which Atlassian provides. And apart from that, I'm also an Atlassian community leader. It is around 1.5 years that I'm part of Atlassian community, and it is very fun to help people and get to share the thoughts with the people who you are aligned with, or if someone is seeking help, you get to learn more things, or the experience that are being shared in the community, right? It is very helpful in turn for you, and then it will be helpful for the people who are seeking the help as well. um, so this is a bit around myself and the company that I'm working in. So I'll get to the insights on why you should get Atlassian certified and what is its important. Maybe not now, maybe once you join the company, and then say you are part of that company for 2 to 3 months, and then maybe you want to showcase your skills on how you have been using that tool, and then maybe the practices that you do right on a day-to-day basis, how that has facilitated intern your team to maybe help your team members in order to get the practices right. So as the agenda says, I'll be moving with the why Atlassian. So as I said earlier, the popular and widely used applications are from Atlassian. Say for project management, we have Jira software. For knowledge base, we have Confluence. So what is Confluence? So I'll just give a brief introduction on that part. Um, let's say you want to share some documentation, or you are working on a project and you make something out, right? In IT industry, if you want to share some knowledge, that's a whole process of having it documented and then sharing it with teams, right? So for that process, we use knowledge base tool called Confluence, which again integrates with other applications, and you can utilize this for even further purposes like sharing it with other customers and all those things. And then as ITSM implementation as well, where you might know when you want to raise a support ticket from an Android app, right? You will go to support and then maybe um, chat with the person. So I'm giving the real use cases when you want to get a support from, say, a food order that you have done, and then you might have not got a proper food, right? So you'll go to chat support and then quickly start typing something. So that is what we call it as ITSM implementation, where you are the customer and someone is supporting you with the uh, issue that you have, right? So that is only the one use case which I'm just saying. And then code versioning, you might have seen Bitbucket, GitHub in the projects that you are using, right? So Atlassian has its own tool called Bitbucket, where you can store the code and then compile that code, and then create the build files to say upload it to your chip, the build artifact that you get. So in this is a use case in case of um, electronics and communication, where you get to see that an X file uploaded to a chip, right? So you can do that all in Bitbucket. And it's easy where for the implementation, it's in just a few clicks, you can start the work with your team members. It is customizable. And then as Tamanna told earlier, we do have marketplace apps for extending the features of Atlassian products. And integration can also be facilitated easily with the third-party applications. So these are the important factors that makes Atlassian important in the industry, and then it is recognizable by multiple companies these days. No, the unicorns, and then most probably Fortune 100 companies, a lot of them are using Atlassian products. So coming to next slide, why you want to get certified? To to get recognition among the pool of people, to get identified as a talented tool user or an administrator, or we call it even as an agile practitioner, where you have some certifications over those parts. You need a certification, because let's say you don't have a certification in place. um, to get the confidence of an HR or even the people who are hiring you, they will need to probably get get to screen you through maybe some process, and then you may get selected. But if you have a certification in place, that's like a head start for you to get the confidence of the employer that um, you are being hired. So one fact is that, and then probably from a pool of people, if you want to get recognized as a talented user as well, right? That is also again a benefit of having the certification in place. And then to motivate yourself to learn something new every week or month with the courses that Atlassian offers, it's very fun to get into those things. And then um, it's not only regarding the tool that you learn, but regarding a new technology that is there in place, right? And you can adopt these things that you learn in the work environment. Maybe not right away, but someday it will be useful. And that have seen in the past 3 years, right? These are the facts that I'm giving it to you from my own experience that I've gathered, and real exposure of scenarios you might face while assisting users, or how to approach an implementation, or while having a discussion with your peer members, say in a project itself, right? So that will be useful for you. So how to get started? You have a link, university.atlassian.com. So jump right into that link and then explore all the courses that Atlassian offers, right? You might want to start with what Jira is, or what Confluence is. So these are the tools that will get you started with the Atlassian products. And later on, we have Jira Service Management, Jira Work Management, which are again based out of Jira product, and then maybe Trello. So most of these tools are similar, where you only have a if you have a requirement, you go for a specific tool, right? And the courses, some of them are free, where again, as I told, um, that will get you started with the specific technologies and all those things. But the courses on specific products are as low as $39. So initially it was sometime back it was $300 and then $400, which Atlassian has reduced to $39 with the on-demand training as well, where you can get started with the labs that you have. So there is everything in Atlassian University which you can explore once you go to that link, right? And we have role-based training courses or learning paths as well, where if you want to start as a Jira user, you have a course, or if you want to start as a Confluence user, you have a course. So all these things. And uh, again, get your interest in these specific modules with the pro skill badges. So these courses are free. And if I take a specific use case of email in Jira, right, you only not learn about how you can integrate emails with Jira, but emails concepts like SMTP and then POP, how the email servers work. So you will get to learn all those things as well, apart from Jira. So these things will help you in other areas when you might be discussing on emails, right? So that's how I have increased my IT knowledge, or say software development knowledge also, with APIs and everything. Hope this is clear on how we can utilize or facilitate the modules that we have in Atlassian University to learn both the Atlassian products and then other technologies as well. And join community groups to have an interaction with the people, right? There is a specific group for the training and certification. I might be sharing this with Tamanna and then Soman, which later they can share it with you guys for the attendees, because this contains links and all. And I'll go through the links in the website also, so that you will get to see how those things will look like when the community members share it with you guys. So again, as I told, they start just at $39 for the courses which are major ones like Jira Administrator or Confluence Administrator. It is as low as like you pay for the one party, right? So if you want to sacrifice one party, you will learn more than um, a, a person having a career. So this is what we started with 2 years or 3 years back. Even if you join an Atlassian partner company, right? That I want to share this with you guys. They will sponsor your certifications initially, maybe for 2 or 3 courses, and then if you become an Atlassian community leader, you have a chance to get the certification vouchers for free. Meaning that since you're contributing back to the community, Atlassian gives back your vouchers in form of a code, and then probably you can use those in order to get them certified. That is all with the slides, and let me share some links with you guys. So this is the Atlassian University portal, how it looks like. So I'm going to just paste this in the chat. Sorry, I couldn't take questions if there were any. So if you go to here, there are some free courses that you can get, like these ones, and some of them are, again, as I told, the commercial ones for $39. And explore these things to get started with what Jira software is initially, because it only takes like 1 hour for you to learn these things. It's not like you will have to sit through whole day and then get to write the exam like you do in engineering exams, right? It's not like that. It will be fun. You'll have a use cases, and then maybe a small set of questions at the end, again, which are like fun to answer them because they are based on a real use case scenario. That's how Atlassian has formulated to get you to speed with learning these tools. And then the next link we have, you can see this is a specific group in Atlassian community where they post the articles and then maybe webinars that they post, and articles for students to learn something new, right? And this was the recent article that Atlassian announced with hashtag always be learning with university community series. And hope this is helpful for you to probably get you motivated into start learning about Atlassian products. And you can see there are different lessons, right? So I want to share 2 specific articles with you guys today. One is regarding the use case on a student, that how she started with the Atlassian community and then how it helped her in order to get to the higher education, right? So this is part of an series, or I would say Tamanna can explain better on this one, maybe, where if you have an email address with .edu or .ac.nz or this one, you can raise a request with Atlassian to get enrolled into these courses and start with your learning.
Pramod, are you sharing another screen or is it this one only? that we're seeing? We're seeing
This one
controls only.
Oh, is it? Sorry. I might have shared only one screen.
Yeah,
Sorry, Tamanna.
no problem.
So this is the one which I showed you guys with the specific group link, the training and certification group. I think everyone missed out on this part. And this is the article where they have shared on the series of articles to help the students with the, not only students, but rather everyone on the community, and then the people in IT industry to get motivated into learning what Atlassian products are, right? And this was the specific use case on the student with the uh, program. So again, I'm sharing this link for you to go through and contact your college to have the .edu email, and then probably you can raise the request with Atlassian in order to um, have the courses. How about now? Are you able to see the whole page that I'm sharing, Tamanna?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, yes, Pramod, we can see.
Okay, thank you. So this is the one. And some time ago, I have also shared my insights or what it means to be get certified with the Atlassian team. And it was fun sharing these thoughts with Atlassian team. And so many members have come back and asked me about how I can get started, and what is the approach to learn the things in Atlassian products, or what do we need to focus on. So probably these things will get you motivated to learn a new tool that you're going to use one day, probably, because if you're thinking of a unicorn company to join, right, every unicorn will or is using Atlassian, that I can say, because since we are the platinum partnered company, uh, they are customers to us. And as I can say, in India at least, most of the unicorn companies are using Atlassian products, at least for Jira and Confluence. And these days, JSM is also becoming popular in the ITSM industry. It is good to start your journey today itself, probably getting started with Jira topics and then learning what the tool does, because it's not like you will have to pay $39 to learn on those free courses, right? So yeah, this is about uh, the certifications and how you can get started with the Atlassian products I wanted to share. So I will leave it up to the forum now to
Pramod, quickly, can you show the badges that you've earned over the last few years, and that profile view of yours? It's very exciting to
sure.
watch that. The badges that I was talking about,
yes.
Pramod will show you those, like how your profile can show all the badges. And he just started a couple of years back, right, Pramod?
Yes, Tamanna.
So you see, he's posted 3,000 times. He has 58 badges. And he's part of 49 groups. He's super active, but you can start slow and slowly it will get engaging for you. He's one of the most active APAC contributors. I can say he's the topmost contributor from APAC. And he has
So you have these levels as well. I'm hoping to get level 9 soon. You have to be super active in order to get that. I'm hoping to get that one day. And this is replaced by kudos in the recent past, where this again is very interesting and fascinating to have. Let me click on this. It's still loading. So you have this kudos program as well.
So he's at level 13 of kudos. So as you keep contributing, it's all gamified. So as there are various ways in which you can engage with everything. So once you get started, you'll see more tasks and more things you complete, and it's like all gamified in the back end. Over time, you'll get to where Pramod is, and you can start contributing that way. Thank you, Pramod, for showing this. Any questions you have?
If you have connected the university link as well, right? This is how it will show all the badges or certifications that you have achieved. So I still remember I wanted to complete the certified expert certification before the end of 2022 year, and you can see I have achieved in December 24th.
Yeah.
So this is how the I think that's it about my profile as well. So I'll leave it up to the forum to have any queries.
Over to you, Soman. Maybe do we have our next speakers on?
Yes, we do have. So Pramod, can you please share, give back me the host control?
Sure.
Thank you, Pramod. Thank you for giving us a brief overview and a detailed walkthrough of the certification process. That's really very useful, and students will be really benefited benefited with this information. They would be able to take away a lot of things from this session. Then I'm sure, pretty much sure, like they would definitely visit this page and they would be interested to have their career path in this Atlassian platform tool sets. And this was really full of information. Like it would be, difficult for them to digest because there is so much info. I would request you to share the links. I think you have already shared this so that they can refer them post the session. Okay, and now we have the next speakers in the house. So before we hand it over to the next speaker, I would like to quickly share my screen and tell you about the next session that we have. 1 minute. That is what is Jira Service Management and how to use it. And this would be given by the AppsView team, the Scorpada and Katrina. So I think they have already joined the call. And before we start off anything, I would like to give a small update on the swags that we are planning to give. We were expecting all of you to stay and attend the session till last. So whoever remains in the session till last would be able to qualify themselves for getting the swags. So I have already noted down the names. So maybe after the coming session, once the session is over, we will do a swag distribution. So we have Christopher with us. So I'll make Christopher the host. He would be sharing the screen. And I think Katrina will also be joining along with him. So let me pass on the host role to him. Just 1 second. Good morning, Christopher. It's morning or afternoon for you?
Yes, hello. Hi, good morning. It's almost 7 a.m. here in Poland. So yeah, do you hear me?
Yes, we can, but we cannot see you.
Let me check what's wrong. How about now?
Yes, we can see you. Yeah.
Perfect.
I made you the host.
Okay, perfect. So I will start. I will share my my slides. Just give me a second. Yeah, do you see slides?
Yes, we can. So Christopher, as we discussed earlier, so here the main audience, the agenda is like, the audience is primarily the students. So they all are very keen about the Atlassian tool sets, the products, the platform. They wanted to be, part of this, this community. They are, already part of this community. So they wanted to go through the certification program. They wanted to know more about the products. So that's why we have arranged this conference. And I think your session would definitely help them to boost their career. Way ahead. So with this, I hand it over to you. The stage is all yours. So yeah.
Hey, thank you. So our title is what is Jira Service Management and how to use it. So let's start. A few words about AppsFire. So we are a Polish marketplace partner. We built apps for Jira Service Management. We know this area quite well. We won the Code Gates 3 times in a row. So what we are doing, we work with our peers to create apps to extend the Jira Service Management features. And together, I will be speaking with Kate. Kate is our CPO, Chief Product Officer. I am a CEO, and there's also Peter, who is our CTO. So together we create like a nice team that work on our apps. What's more about apps, that Kate is also the Atlassian community leader, and she also handles all visual stuff, like whatever and everything that you see in the apps, it's created by Kate. And what's more about me, that I work for or in Atlassian ecosystem for 10 years. I started with Jira Service Management from the very beginning, like from the version 1.0. So I see how the product changed during that time. And our agenda for today is looks like this. Like basically, we talk about the Jira Service Management as a product. I will talk about the roles and support channels and the customer perspectives, because there's also, of course, there's a customer portal. And Kate will show you the agent perspective. So she will show you how the request looks like from the agent side, and what is the SLA, what kind of report do we have. Yeah, and at the end, there will be, I think that we'll have enough time for a Q&A. Yeah, so Jira Service Management. So as you already know, we have several products, and Jira Service Management is one of them. You may know that like a few years ago, Jira Software, Jira Work Management, and Jira Service Management was a one single application. And the Jira Software and Jira Service Management were the add-ons. And then Atlassian split the Jira into 3 separate products, which I mentioned. Jira Software is all about the Kanban sprint, the all features that the DevOps and things that work in Kanban and Scrum use. Work management is like, it was called Jira Core, I think, some time ago. So it's basic Jira. And then we have Jira Service Management, which contains the customer portal and all the stuff that are needed to to handle tickets from the external and internal customers. We have several other products like the Journey, Jira Align, Jira Product Discovery, which is very new product. We started to use this one to create the roadmaps of our applications. There's of course a status page to show the incidents in which you can create incidents and display the incidents within the customer portal. And there are more like the tools, Atlassian Access, which is a user directory, and there is also Crowd, another user directory, Confluence. In terms of the Confluence, it's a knowledge based tool which the employees create like an articles and share these articles with all within the organization. For us, it's a basic tool to create our apps documentation. There's also a Trello Atlas, which is also a new Atlassian product. And there's also some more technical products, Bitbucket, which is a code repository with features like the pipelines to create continuous delivery and continuous integration. There's also a source tree, which is, I don't think so, is supported. But today, of course, we talk about the Jira System Management. So basically, when we think about this application, so when I think about this application, I see two sides, like the customer portal side, which I mentioned, and the agent side. So this tool is for allow customers to create requests, and those requests are really Jira issues. What about the users in terms of the Jira System Management? So we split the users into the licensed users and the unlicensed users. The customers, which can create requests in the Jira System Management, they are unlicensed, so you can have as many as you want customers. Of course, they could be also the licensed customers, but what's important that everyone can create a ticket from the customer portal. From the other side, we have agents, which are licensed users. So basically, you have to pay for them. And the licensed users can enter the agent side of the request. The licensed users can change for example, the status of the request. The licensed users can add a comment that will be visible to the customers. So it's more like a user that use the Jira site to talk with the customer who creates the request. There are more features that the agents can do, like they can see the queues, the reports, the SLA metrics. This is everything that Kate will show you later. In terms of the request creation, so there are a few ways of this to achieve or to create a request from the external customers. So an email channel is a basic one, like you just simply can use a provided email address by a project, because when you create a Jira Service Management project, there is a default email that you can use, but usually people connect their own domains to the projects. So you can use your own email address to create a new tickets from new emails. In our case, it's support@appsvio.com. So everyone who sent an email on this address, the ticket will be created in Jira Access Management, and it will be visible in our queues. So in that way, we are able to see how many tickets we have on our support side, how many of them required a special attention because some of them are an escalation. And this is a default channel for us for the request. The another option is the customer portal. So it's a special place in which you can choose the project, you can choose the service from the service catalog, and then you just fill in the form, and when you click save, the ticket will be created. I will show you this in a second. The third way of request creation is a widget that there's a chat, but I'm not sure, Kate, what chat, what kind of chat we are talking about.
So it's about chat connected with our Slack channel. So this is rather a new feature, which is available for all plans for Jira Service Management. And the extension of this chat is a virtual chat, which is also a very new feature, which was announced last week during ITSM event, where this is the result of cooperation and acquisition of Percept AI. So this is about artificial intelligence and connecting bot, which will help our customers to solve their problems. And also it's the feature to help agents to solve tickets faster. So this is rather a new request channel on this list.
Okay, thank you, because I wasn't even sure about this. Yeah, and we have a widget. Widget is like it's a form that you can insert into any website or any other kind of software. So you can simply put the Jira Service Management ticket creation form to any external resource. And it's done by putting by injecting a simple JavaScript code, and you're set. It's very easy in configuration. Yeah, and writing the request from the customer on behalf of a customer by the agent is another way of ticket creation. So like by using the pure Jira or use the Jira from the agent side to create a request is also a way of request creation. Yeah, now I show you the customer portal. Let me stop share this one, and I will share my web browser. I hope you will see it. So basically, this is a customer portal. So it's a place where a customer can see available projects, and there could be many projects here. It could be just one, of course, if there's only one product available to the customers, but it could be also like 100 of them. So when I enter the specific project, which is described by the name and the description, I can see that the request types. And this is basically a service catalog. So we can choose from the available request types. And there's no rule here. So only based on that description and the names, you can determine which one is the best fits your needs. It's fully configurable by the Jira Service Management agents. Still, there can be many of them here, but in edge case, it could be just one. So let's, yeah, those are the groups. And when I enter the groups, here you can see the request types. So let's pick up the first one on the list, the Get IT Help. Is, I think, is the most common request type names. We see the form, and the form contains several fields. Like in this case, there's a description, there's some kind of summary, and there is a select field as well. In a request type of in a request type configuration, the admin determine fields that should be visible for this request type, and we can use like the fields and the custom needs that are created in Jira. But the idea is that we have as little as we should have the fields here. So the agent added just as the fields that are just required to create the issue. Like one of the problems in Jira is that we have so many fields and custom fields. And sometimes when we want to create an issue in the Jira site, it's we have a long form, very long one. And it, of course, depends on the configuration, but it happens. And the idea of the help center is that the form is very short. Like we see the fields that are real required to handle the request. So we see the fields that were intentionally added to this request type. So let's create an example request here. So I would like there's some sample description, and let's choose like 2 fields here. Oh, there's a validation. So I will choose 1. And when I click the create, you can see the request details. So we are still on the customer portal because if I'm a customer, I really not able to enter the agent site. I can see only the customer portal and everything that is available here. So in terms of the tickets, I see just a few basic informations like the status. I have a few operations available, like escalate. Those are the customizable actions. So once I click, for example, the escalate, the status of the ticket will be changed to the escalation, and then it will jump to another queue on the agent side. I have also the information about the request type that was used to create this ticket. There's also information with whom the current request is shared. So, for example, if there are like Kate in the AppsVia organization, so I can share this ticket to her because sometimes I could not be available, for example, because of the holiday, and then Kate could follow the updates on the tickets that I shared with her. And here I have very basic information about the ticket, like the creation date and by whom the ticket was created, but because I could also enter a ticket that was created by someone else if the ticket was shared with me. And here I have the section for the fields and custom fields information that I fill in during the issue creation. In this case, there's only it's only the description, and there's a form section, which is basically a set of fields that are bundled together to create a specific for a specific context. Like I would create a form to get the address information from the customer. So everything information related to the address would be in that form, like the street, city, or the zip code. So I have the forms details here, and what I can do is I can add a comment. So I can talk with the agent only in that way. So yeah, so from one perspective, it's it looks like it's very limited, but when you think about this, it's quite a good approach, because this is the only this is the source of truth. Like this is the only way to talk with the agents. So the agents can see only at one place, and they knew all about the customer and the company communication details. So and that's pretty all in terms of the details of the request. There's no more features out of the box. There are some options, of course, which I think Kate will mention later, like what we can do here, that we can edit a request with for example, with our application, or show the ticket lifecycle. But those are the features that are available in the apps. There is so many apps on the marketplace for just service management. So if you need something, then you can just look at our solutions and check if we have something that you are looking for. Yes, but let's go back to the customer portal. So this is the request detail view. There is also my request page. It used to name the my request, I believe. So this is a place where you can or the customers can look out for the issues. It's like well, I wanted to say it's like a issue navigator, but it's not. You can simply use the jQuery here. So you have just a few filters. So you can filter based on the issue status and by whom the ticket was created. And there's also a request type filter. So I can select that I want to see tickets only from selected request types. And there's also a feature to configure the columns. So it's also quite new feature. So we can think that it should be from the beginning, but it's not true. The customer portal was very limited like a few years ago. So we are really happy to see the feature like the columns here. And yeah, and basically that's pretty all about the customer portal. So I have a list of requests like on the my request page, I have a request detail view. I have a help center. I have service desk, service catalog here. And what else? There's also customization options. So if you are logged as a Jira Service Management agent, an admin, so you can customize the portal. So what you can do is you can add an announcement banner. So sometimes you just need to inform your customers about something like about break in the support, or about the incident, or whether it could be about some urgent information. So you can use the portal announcement feature, but it's again it's very limited. So you can just create a one announcement per project, per service desk, and it's visible to anyone. So if you have needs to display information to anyone, and you have only one information to share, you can use this feature. But if you want to make this a little bit complex, like showing them the announcement to a particular customers groups, or you want to show the announcement in a given time frame, then you have to use the apps like the feature bundle, which have the announcement portal feature with many extra features included. And I can also change the colors. Of course, I can change the background, which you can see here. There's like a city or something like that. I can change this. I can change the old text that you can see here. There is also a new feature which is called topics. It's very interesting, and I very like this one. However, it's available only to the premium version of Jira Service Management, and it's about aggregating different like request types from different projects into one, let's say, box, and it could be also the links or any kind of other resources. So you can create like a box with all information related to one specific topic, and those resources could came from different projects. So yeah, I can just try to create one. Oh, it's a searcher. So I can choose from the available the Confluence articles, and I can bundle from available request forums. So let's choose 3. And this is a topic. I have also a place to put a description. So once I create done and publish a layout, my customers will see something like this. Why is so interesting? Because once you enter the service desk, you can see only request types from a given project, from given service desk. So you are very limited here. So topics can create a place for the links for the request types from the different projects. Like they can bundle different things from different projects, and they can also have links to external resources. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, so this is a customer portal, and Kate would show you the agent perspectives, so show you how agents works and what features of Jira Service Management the agents use to handle the requests. So maybe I will stop sharing my screen, okay? Yeah. And you share your.
Okay, but I need permission because I see information host disabled participant screen sharing.
So Christopher, basically you have to make it the host.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kate, I just changed the host.
I see that I have this option. Okay, sharing screen. Okay. I hope that you see my screen with the agents view. So Chris showed you how it looks like from a customer perspective. So what the person who wants to raise a request on our portal sees and what actions and screens are available for this person. And now I will show you the second side from agents perspective. So everything starts under the project. So here we have got information that is a service project with the name of this project. And in this project, we have got here some sections. For agents, service agents, the most important section is queues. So queues is the section where we can define some filters to find tickets, and we have got some queues which are which can be created by project administrator. Also, we have option that we can start some queues, which we prefer to use, which are very important to us. So as a user, I can click add to start. And thanks to this, the one queue is moving to the start section. And here we have got the screen, which is very similar to the table which you see on the My Request screen on the customer portal. But here we have a agent perspective. So we have got here more information. And here we have got the edit queue configuration. And we can change the name of this queue. We can define if this queue will be added to the team priority. So this is this section. If we disable this option, all this new queue will be in this section order. So it's very useful to prioritize some queues which are really important, as in this example, all tickets, my tickets, which means that to these tickets I am assigned, and also open tickets. So the most popular queues. And in this configuration, I can define which issues, which requests from the portal I want to see in this queue. So I can define, for example, issue types, status, if the ticket is resolved or unresolved. And here we have got a lot of options. We can use all custom fields and system fields which we have in Jira. Also, we have option to switch to JQuery here and create some more advanced filtering. So I really recommend you to meet JQuery because it's very helpful, and it's the skill which really boosts your managing Jira skills. Also, I will show you this this area from Atlassian documentation, where you can find a lot of information about what is JQuery, how to use it. Also, it's everything about the syntax, how to build these phrases. Also, very nice video from Atlassian University. So I recommend you to check it. I also put the link to this on the chat later. So coming back to this configuration, we can also use JQuery, but we switch to basic, so we have got simple filtering options. And the last thing to configure is columns. So we can define which columns we will see on the screen. So here we have got the most useful, like issue type, like key, like request type or priority. Also, we have got here information about reporter, summary, and assignee status when it's created. And we have got something like time to resolution. Time to resolution, like very similar fields, it's something which is dedicated for service project. So this is the SLA. So this is service level agreement, and it can be configured under project settings. And what is this SLA? So this is the SLA is a matrix in which we define, for example, how many time we have for respond first time to the customer. So here we have got some service level agreements for this project. So we have got time to resolution, time to first response, time to close after resolution, time to review, normal change. So when I'm clicking edit, I can see configuration, for example, for time to resolution. So here we have got configuration that if someone creates a ticket which will be in category incident, I have only 4 hours to resolve this ticket. So this is very important in all business stuffs where we define how many time we have got for reaction, for resolve tickets, for first response. So this is also a feature which is available only in Jira Service Management. You can't find it in Jira Software or Jira Work Management because this is typical for Jira Service Management. Okay, coming back to queues. Here we have got also this time to resolution. I can also select all SLAs which are available for these projects. And also here I have a links column, so I can easily click on the link, which is the issue linked to this issue which I have in this row. So this is the area on which agent works every day. And also when agent starts working, they select always these tickets which are on the which have got very short time to breach this SLA. So, for example, I should in first take these issues which are here on the red, highlighted on the red, the next on the orange, and the last here, this 5 issues which I have it. Okay, so Chris created a ticket, so I'm clicking on this one, on this issue key, and this is the view which presents the ticket created by Chris. So this view, it's a little bit different, as you can see. So here we have got a short link to request in portal. So when I'm clicking on it, I can see the same what Chris saw as a customer. But I am agent, so I am working on this view. So here we have got all information which customer put to the request. So here we have got description. Here we have got a form So here we have all information which were filled by Chris. So also I can click reopen to modify it. So what is worth to say, forms is something which is not connected directly with system and custom fields. It's something also new in Jira Service Management, and this is the possibility to create forms on request forms, but you can modify this form and create some conditions to define which fields will be available on the form, depending on some conditions, for example, option chosen in the previous field. So this is something what we can configure, but we can also base on the basic fields. So in this case, it's a description. We have got a dedicated configuration. So also I'm going to project settings available for administrator. And here we have got area, we have got a section request types. And in this request types, I can configure how this form will look like for the customer. So in this case, it's a request form for a guest Wi-Fi account, and these fields are available for customer to fill. But we have issue view, and issue view is for agent, and here we can define some different fields which which will be available only for agents sometimes, so they don't have to be on the request form for the customer. Okay, so come back to request, to our request. So I'm back to the queue. Okay, so this was this ticket. Okay, what's more we have here? We have got, of course, status, and here we have got a section for SLAs. So here I have the information when, before which date I should respond to this customer, and also when this ticket should be resolved. Here we have got other details about this ticket. What is worth to see that we have got here a request type, which is not available in different Jira tools like Jira Software or Jira Work Management. So this is also typical for Jira Service Management. And here I can click pin to top, and thanks to this, I have a new section, pinned fields. So I can put here the most important fields which are necessary for me to check very often, for example, so I don't have to scroll it. So it's especially useful when I have a lot of fields here. And also we have got something like knowledge base. Knowledge base is a very useful service which we have in Jira Service Management, because thanks to knowledge base and articles from this knowledge base, customer can find some information about the issue, and very often article is enough to solve his problem. So we can check how it looks like. So firstly, here we have got some related articles from knowledge base about this ticket. So when I'm clicking here, I have the list of this article which are related to this request form. So also I can create a new article And thanks to this, I can extend this knowledge base for customers for the future. It's very useful if we have a lot of similar requests, which are very popular and people are asking a lot of time for the same issues. So it's very useful to create the article, to put all this information to this article. And thanks to this, we don't have thousands requests from our customers about the same topic. And also, in case of knowledge base, we have got a dedicated section here, and I'm clicking knowledge base, and here I see all articles which are created in this service project, and I'm clicking on one of this, and I can check how it looks like. This article, I can also share this article with, for example, with clients. And when I'm on the service desk, I have this searcher. And when I put IT support, for example, firstly, I see articles from the knowledge base. So this is also the situation that we want to push customer to use these articles and try to find information and make a self-service, not to create a requests which can be similar to another request which we already have on this instance. So when I'm clicking on this IT support in this example, here I have this article, and I can check if this article is useful for me, and I click yes or no. And if it's not useful, if I need still help from the support, now I can click and I can find this request form from the list. Okay, so let's back to the queue. So as you can see, the queue is the source of truth for all my works, all open tickets. Okay. What's more, here we have got a section activity, and I see here comments. And what is worth to say, when I'm an agent, I have two options. In Jira Work Management and in Jira Software, I can put comments and without any choice, without any comment type. Here, it's a little bit different because when I'm clicking here, I can add some internal comment, internal note. So it will be visible only for people who have access to this project, or I can reply to customer. So when I put here internal note and I'm clicking save, this internal note is added to this issue, but it's not visible for customer. I also use this reply to customer. So I'm putting here comment. As you can see, here we have got yellow background and we have got information. This is internal note. And when I'm open this ticket, you will see that here we have got only one comment which I put. So this comment which was shared with the customer. So this is very useful, putting some internal comments for some internal notes. So for some communication between agents or between agents and developers. So it's very often used by service agents. Okay, so here we have, okay, I'm speeding. Okay, so we have got this area, which is the most important. And one more thing which I would like to add, it's reports. Reports are very useful for leaders, especially to check what is the performance of the team. So we have got some default reports and some custom reports. So some examples that we can check how many issues in progress agents have. So thanks to this, we can make some better load balance between agents. Also, we have got information about customer satisfaction because customers can put information and put some stars how they rate our support. Also, we have got some reports how many requests were resolved. Also, we can select some time frame. So here we have got an area which is very useful for leaders of support. And as we don't have more time, I highly recommend you to try Jira Service Management. Here we have got the Atlassian site where you can click Start My Free 30-day trial. This is in case of premium. So this is a 30 free trial. And here we can click Create a new site. And you can create your site and to try all these features and to try how it works. Also, we have got some examples in this instance. When we created, we have got also a very nice onboarding. So I highly recommend you to try it. And last thing, as Chris told you, we have got some apps on the marketplace, so you can also check it. We have got some apps for Jira Service Management dedicated, so Feature Bundle, Issue Merger, Customer and Organization Management, also HubSpot CRM. So I really recommend you to try Atlassian Marketplace and to check what it offers, because it can also boost your Atlassian products, not only Jira Service Management, but Jira Work Management and Jira software also. So thank you a lot. I think that we can talk more and more about this product, and we can also talk a little about more advanced issues. But I hope that this short presentation was useful for you to try with this Jira Service Management. So if you have any questions, this is the time. If not now, you can also contact me and Chris every time via email or via LinkedIn if you have any questions according to Jira Service Management in general, according to Atlassian ecosystem. So thank you a lot.
Thanks a lot, Chris and Kate. So basically, from next, I would request from next session, we would give more time to you because we need more time to understand the apps better. And it was really very, very exhaustive and very quite elaborative. So next session onward, we would like to hear you more. So probably we'll book, an hour slide, an hour short or something. So I think Vikramjit has joined and he has got a question. So hi, Vikram, long time.
Hey, hi, Shama. Hi, good morning, guys. Hi, Tapanna. Really excited to know about the advanced features on that particular thing, because last time I spoke to a couple of folks on this particular front and understanding the SLA breaches and other stuff, right, which we can get it in a report every morning, 9 a.m. IST time in our organization. But still want to really excited to know that what are the advanced features and where I can look forward for that as well.
So, Kate, you want me to reiterate the question? So Vikram is asking about automated emails, scheduled emails, so that all the stakeholders are pretty much well notified. Right, Vikram?
Exactly. I'm looking forward for the advanced features. What are the new things which has been added on this particular Jira service, so that I can basically circle back to my team and will pass on the information to these folks, so that we should take advantage of these automated or advanced features of that.
So maybe in this situation will be helpful to create subscriptions for filters where you can define a JQuery, which issues you want to check every day, and you can schedule it, and also define to whom this email should be sent. And it can be every day also. So I think that it can be helpful to try it.
I am already using Kitty, that part from last 2.5 years now, that the subscription thing, I have enabled it up. So it is not dependent upon me that whether I should be in the office or not. But this will be particular get delivered to all the leadership in advance. But I still, let me reiterate my question. I would be looking forward for the advanced versions or advanced feature. What are those, right? Which is upcoming in the roadmap, or is there anything which is still being introduced? I'm just asking that question.
But are you asking about Jira Service Management?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Okay, so I checked the roadmap and I think that I'm up to date. So I didn't saw any plans to expand this area. Now Atlassian is focused on virtual chat and conversational support, ticket supports. So I didn't see any plans to more advanced features for reporting or something like this.
All right. Thanks, Kelly. But thanks on the similar line, Tamanna. I got these sources, and in fact, I'm looking forward for that as well. From the last couple of weeks, I'm exploring those things on the Atlassian community side. I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you, Vikram. So if anyone else have any question, we can take it up later on, because we're already running out of time and we have a very exciting thing left post this conference. So Kate, can you please help me make the host?
Yes, of course. More. Yes, change host. Okay, you should be host.
Got it. Thank you. So I will share my screen. So to all of the attendees who have joined, I would just quickly request to go through the screen and let me know if your name is visible here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So if your names are here, right? Abhirup, Aditya, Ananya, Animesh, Anirban, Anvesh, Agrodeep, Dipanshu, Dipen, Harshvardhan, Jyoti, Manish, Nikhil, Raya, Satvaki, Shivam, Shreyans, Shomik, Shorodeep, Saurav, Shubhajit, Suneet, Suryadeep, and Vikramjit Singh. Did I miss out anyone? If someone is talking on mute. So this is for the attendees.
Shikha is missing. Shikha said, Shikha is there or is it missing? And make sure whoever is joined directly on the Zoom that you join the chapter so that we have your email IDs and we can send you the goodies, the gift cards.
So I think Shikha is not there as of now. So we cannot have her name in the wheel. So what I'll do is that, yeah, Tamanna, please.
Sir, I'm Shikha and I'm here.
Okay, you are here. Your name, Shikha. Hold on. S-I-K-H, Shikha. Okay, got it. Fine. So here we have got all the names in place. I hope I have covered everyone. So what I'll do is that I'll spin the wheel, and whoever it stops here will get a voucher, a Flipkart voucher of $10 from Atlassian. And we have got 7 such vouchers for 7 lucky winners. So we all are set, right? So shall I spin the wheel for the first time? Okay, let me do it. So it's Nikhil Kumar. So we have Nikhil
Hey,
in the call.
Nikhil, could you directly send your email on DM to me? I'll just see if I have it with me.
Yeah, Nikhil, you're there?
Okay.
I'll remove Nikhil from the list of the members, and next will spin it again. I've got Dipanshu.
Yay, Dipanshu.
Dipanshu, are there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you please DM your email?
Yeah,
Or
you can DM to my chat directly, like you can.
yeah. So I removed Dipanshu. I'll go ahead with the next spin.
Got it, Dipanshu.
Aditya Srivastav, are you there? Aditya Srivastav, you're there? Aditya is not there. I'll remove it. Next spin. Shreyash. So Shreyash, you are there? Can you please ping your email address to Tamanna?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, could you tell me what we have to do whenever you are spin this?
You don't have to do anything. You have to watch the screen.
This is just like a lucky draw which someone is pulling up, and if I'm checking the emails, if I don't have your emails, you can just DM me on this Zoom.
Okay.
So we have got only one email, right?
I have Shreyash email on backend.
Okay. Yeah. So for the next spin. Ananya Banerjee are there?
Yeah, Ananya's email I have.
Okay. I'll spin it again. Manish Kumar.
Yes, sir.
So can you please ping your email address to Tamanna?
Okay, sir.
So how many more spins are left? I think we have got around
We've got 5, I think. Two more.
So 2 more spins. Shikha.
Yes, sir.
So you are one of the winner. Yeah. So the last spin of the day. Subhajit Chakraborty. So Sunit, you are missed by just 1 second.
Yeah, I saw it. Hard luck.
Yeah. So I think we are done with all the 7 giveaways. And we have also got some of the gift token for the speakers that I would be sharing after this session. And I would request all of you, if you have your cameras ready, we can take a snap. And yeah, I'll just try to put it in the stop sharing mode. Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a good picture of everyone so that we can put it on our chapter.
Yeah.
Who was the first winner? I forgot to take down their name. First in the okay.
So we have more number of speakers, I guess. Yeah, Manish have joined. Who else we have? We have got 23 people, but now I can see only 3 into 3, 9. Yeah. Shall we wait for another 30 seconds for people to come on live, or shall we just take a snapshot and just I will share across? Okay, I'll take snapshot now.
Thank you everyone for joining today.
Yeah.
I hope this session was helpful. Do submit your feedback because we read each and every feedback so that we can improve our next session.
Tamanna, did you take a click? I didn't get a chance to take it actually.
I took one quick
Okay,
one.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Sure, guys, thanks a lot for joining in and making this conference a success. We would host similar kind of thing in future. And one small announcement, like in the month of January, towards the 3rd week, we are planning to have an in-person conference in Kolkata, and that would be a grand one. And I hope Tamanna would be traveling to Kolkata to support us.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be here, Tamanna. You made the last one.
Sure. Thank you so much, Soman. Thank you to all the speakers as well. I think it was very engaging. So thank you, AppsYO team for joining us today. And thank you so much, Soman, for hosting us.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Chris, Ket, and everyone. And Tamanna as well. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you a lot. Bye.
Tamanna, can you please share the picture on Slack?
Sure.
Thank you.